Happy Memorial Day, YouTube. (2020) country is starting to open back up from the quarantine. Hopefully everybody's doing well, staying safe, or just partying and ignoring all of it. Totally up to you. Start off the video with Red Dovii, who's all fired up because he's got his reflection all around him. He's a 6 foot 125. Got a little female Nicaraguan blue in that little fortress there somewhere. He's not very nice to her yet. Hopefully in time they pair up and have many beautiful babies. The reason I'm breeding him back to a standard color morph Dovii is I figured it's better genetically. There'll be a percentage of their fry that'll be red, and maybe I can breed him back to one of his red daughters, all in due time. You gonna turn around, buddy? Don't really have a name for him. Very entertaining fish. He's 9, 10 inches long. All right, moving on. Below him, and a little 48-inch long by 24 by 24. Got a female Gorillas Black Umbee. Got 5 Vieja Melanura. There's a Bredori male grow out in here. There's a couple, there's a trio Rivulatus. Red Tiger Moto male grow out right there. There's a little female Dovii back there. So there's just kind of a mixed grow out tank. There's a Synodontis Yipterus, or lace cat. Not very exciting. And around here on the opposite side of this stand, got the Rio Mag pair. Recently they've had some tissue erosion on their face. Not sure if you can see it on the female there on her nose and between her eyes in that soft tissue area. I salt my fish regularly, but the salt wasn't having an effect, so I escalated with metronidazole. I'm on day 3 of metronidazole, and it's starting to turn white, which is a sign of it healing on the fish. It'll turn kind of whitish for a week or so as it heals, and if you continue to treat for usually about 2 weeks, it'll heal over and you'll get that nice natural colored soft tissue. I feed these guys mostly frozen krill, night crawlers out of the backyard, and super worms. They got a water change today. She's acting like she's firing up to spawn. Last time they spawned in a video I took, it was I think mosh spawning. Their spawning rock was a very smooth river rock, and the eggs weren't sticking. So I replaced that old river rock with this a little more It's just more rough. It's got a little bit more surface area. Hasn't been polished super ultra smooth. It's got good texture. So hopefully the eggs stick better. He's acting all shy. These two are in a 265, 7-foot tank. Let's see, back over here behind the dirty bar. Got the Beani. There's also a couple of Tomocicla tuba in here, but they are not thriving like the Beani are, which is a bit frustrating. Actually, one of the tuba is thriving. Let's see here. Here's a grot tank of Vieja-Festae and a hybrid flower horn that was just blood red with blue spangles. I'm not a big advocate of the hybrids, but these fish came from such good-looking parents. We'll see. Maybe there'll be one or two of them in there that are real nice. Or maybe they'll all end up Umbees food or Dovii food. Nobody knows. This tank, I've got a group of Rio Chaka Max bifasciatum grow-outs. They're about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 inch long. Starting to get that Vieja deep body to them. Give you a little bit of nausea watching the movement. Bad joke. Here's a pair of red tiger Moda Gwents. Big burly male from Jack Daniels. This fish is about 12 inches long, maybe a little bit more. But he is an omega. He's been around the block once or twice. His female's on a rock covered in eggs, so he's a little worked up. Doesn't like me all up in his grill. And I apologize that the lighting from this stand of aquariums isn't the best, so. There's some eggs and mama. Ooh wee. Next to them, got a pair of my devils, which are Amphilophus. Either labiatum or citronellum or citronellus. I forget, I always mess up the S's and the M's on the end of some of these Latin names. But it's definitely a male and a female. I've just never seen any fry from them. Also got a little Cuban grow out male. Unfortunately, this year I lost my old male Cuban. Luckily, I've got a bunch of grow outs here so I can hand pick a good replacement. Next to them, we've got the Festaes. And she is plump. She's gonna spawn soon. Male's in that pot there behind her. Yeah, look at the belly on that fish. Look at the red on that fish. Oh, there he is. Next to them is the other half of the hybrid spawn between the Fenestratus and the red hybrid female with blue spangles. Next to them are the Rio Chacamax bifasciatum. They're kind of a small pair still. He's about 7 inches, maybe a little bit longer. She's probably 5.5, 6. An old lonesome female Cuban. She's mourning the loss of her big gnarly male. Hopefully she recovers because she's pretty big. Below them is the 75-gallon Endler tank. There's Endler Guppies, dwarf crawdads, and shrimp in this tank, along with about 1 billion shrimp, or excuse me, snails. Not sure if you saw that, but that crawdad just scooted his way up there to the plants. This is my only non-cichlid fish tank. I do have a couple of tanks with some crawdads in it only, but. And next door, staring at the guppies, are the big old jaguars. That male's at a Laguna de Apoyo wild-caught male. He's about 14 inches. Big old boy. They've got a 3/4 inch to an inch long group of babies. And not sure how many babies that is. Any guesses? From here, let's go check out the black belt pair. Tired dog. They're not being very photogenic now, are they? You guys can come out. It's okay. There you go, big boy. Come on. Alright, I'm going to move on because they are not out. Over here we've got the 6-pack of 29s. Little Maniguense juvies. There's 4 Tropius in there also. Odd tank mates, I know. Next door is the Altolamps calvus black. Got 9 of them in here. These are grow outs from a spawn 3 years ago. Next door to some little baby umbies, as well as a pair of synodontis petricola. Below them are the Cubans growing out. And we've got some of those asexual crawdads that just reproduce. Only takes one of them. And they're next door to my native Missouri crawdad tank. Look at her waving. She runs the tank. All right, so now we get to sneak upstairs where my wife's sleeping and my son's sleeping. For the sake of fish videos, you know how it goes. Lots of flow, lots of filtration, lots of light, and lots of fish. Nobody gets hammered unless they're spawning in the tank. There you have it. Hope everybody is staying healthy, staying safe. See you later.